Welcome back to State Quarter. Today, we're counting down some of the most valuable Jefferson nickels in U.S. history, from modern P mint marks to classic D mint mark issues, with values ranging from tens of thousands up to nearly $250,000. I'll show you how to identify these rare nickels, what to look for in their mint marks and condition, and share expert tips on how collectors are selling them for top dollar. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, knowing these details could turn coins you already own into a life-changing payday. Stay with me, because one nickel could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Let's get started. First up, the 2021 United States Jefferson nickel struck at the Philadelphia Mint and proudly displaying its clear P mint mark. This isn't just any everyday 5-cent piece. It stands as a modern masterpiece that showcases the very best of contemporary United States mint craftsmanship, drawing passionate interest from both veteran numismatists and newcomers alike who appreciate how recent issues can suddenly become highly sought-after treasures. Picture the thrill of examining a coin minted just a few years ago that now commands serious attention due to its exceptional attributes. The Jefferson Nickel series, which began production back in 1938 as a tribute to President Thomas Jefferson, features his distinguished profile on the obverse crafted by artist Felix Schlag, capturing his thoughtful expression and the inscription, "In God We Trust." On the reverse, Monticello, his historic Virginia home, comes to life with its elegant dome, porticos, and the famous steps leading up to the entrance. Over more than 8 decades, this design has endured with minor modifications, yet it continues to inspire collectors who value the blend of history, artistry, and metallurgy using the standard copper-nickel composition that gives these coins their distinctive appearance and durability. What sets this particular 2021 piece specimen apart is its remarkable strike quality achieved through precise die preparation and careful planchet handling at the Philadelphia facility. The details are razor-sharp, including every strand of Jefferson's hair, the lettering crisp and bold, and most impressively, the reverse shows complete separation on all 6 steps of Monticello, earning it coveted full step status. The P mint mark position below the date is prominently raised and perfectly centered, confirming its Philadelphia origin during a year when billions were produced, yet only a tiny fraction survive with such superior characteristics. Discovered likely from a fresh mint bag or uncirculated roll, this nickel exhibits pristine surfaces free from contact marks, scratches, or haze that plague lesser examples. Its vibrant cartwheel luster dances across the fields under light, revealing a brilliant sheen that highlights subtle die flow lines indicative of an early die state. Enthusiasts on online forums and at major coin shows have shared stories of similar finds, sparking renewed excitement for modern varieties as older classic rarities grow scarcer in top grades and attention turns toward well-preserved recent issues. The broader context of 2021 involved the United States Mint navigating post-pandemic supply challenges while maintaining high production standards, making standout pieces like this one even more noteworthy. Population reports from grading services show very limited numbers in premium states of preservation, fueling competitive bidding whenever one surfaces. This coin bridges traditional collecting passions with today's digital age, where social media groups and auction platforms amplify awareness of such hidden gems. As interest in diversified portfolios grows among investors seeking tangible assets with historical ties, this 2021 Philadelphia Jefferson nickel represents an accessible yet elite entry point into advanced numismatics. Its combination of recency, quality, and scarcity creates a perfect storm for appreciation. In the current high-grade market, premium examples of the 2021 United States Jefferson nickel with P mint mark have achieved values reaching $28,400 at prominent auctions, underscoring the strong demand and investment potential that serious collectors recognize in this modern rarity. Next up, hello fellow coin lovers. Allow me to draw you into the fascinating tale of this 2007 United States Jefferson nickel from the Philadelphia Mint marked distinctly with its P identifier. Far from ordinary pocket change, this piece embodies a subtle elegance and rarity that has quietly built a dedicated following among those who hunt for underappreciated modern coins, offering a rewarding chase filled with discovery and historical resonance that keeps the hobby alive and vibrant. Introduced in 1938 to commemorate Thomas Jefferson, the nickel's obverse presents his noble likeness gazing forward, while the reverse immortalizes Monticello with its architectural grace and the 6 iconic steps that symbolize accessibility and democracy. This enduring motif has seen the series through economic booms, wars, and cultural shifts, always maintaining its role as an affordable yet meaningful collectible that sparks conversations about American heritage. In the year 2007, amid shifting economic landscapes preceding the financial crisis, the Philadelphia Mint continued steady output of Jefferson nickels, but quality variations emerged that make certain survivors exceptional. This example displays sharp central devices, well-defined peripheral lettering, and notably clear step separation on the reverse that elevates its desirability beyond standard circulation quality. The P Mint mark stands out boldly, a reliable indicator of its origin from a primary mint facility. Found perhaps nestled among everyday change or extracted carefully from dealer stock, this nickel retains nearly flawless fields with minimal abrasions and attractive natural toning that adds depth without overpowering its original mint brilliance. The luster remains intact, rotating smoothly to reveal intricate dyed details such as faint doubling traces on select letters that specialists prize. Discussions in collector circles often highlight how such coins from the mid-2000s era capture a transitional moment in mint technology before widespread digital enhancements. Grading services have documented sparse high-end populations for varieties from this period, intensifying pursuit whenever fresh examples appear at shows or online sales. The narrative around 2007 includes broader themes of innovation in coin production alongside global events that contextualize its place in numismatic timelines. Investors increasingly view these modern Jefferson nickels as stable stores of value with upside potential, especially those demonstrating superior eye appeal and technical merit that set them apart from millions of peers. In today's competitive high-grade marketplace, outstanding specimens of the 2007 Philadelphia Jefferson nickel with P Mint mark are realizing prices up to $15,500 through dedicated auctions, demonstrating sustained enthusiasm and the rewards awaiting discerning buyers who recognize its quiet significance. Next up, today I have the pleasure of presenting the compelling narrative surrounding this 2003 United States Jefferson nickel produced at the Philadelphia Mint and bearing its unmistakable P Mint mark. Far beyond an ordinary piece of pocket change from the early 21st century, this coin stands as a testament to peak modern striking quality, subtle historical significance, and the kind of elite preservation that turns dedicated searches into triumphant discoveries for collectors who refuse to overlook even the most recent dates in pursuit of true excellence. The Jefferson nickel design, enduring since 1938 as a lasting tribute to President Thomas Jefferson, presents his dignified left-facing profile on the obverse, crafted by Felix Schlag, with the classic inscriptions "In God We Trust" arching above and "Liberty" to the left, framing the date below. The reverse continues the homage through a detailed depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's cherished mountaintop home in Virginia, showcasing its stately dome, portico columns, windows, and those all-important 6 steps that have evolved into one of the most scrutinized elements in the entire series for grading precision and collector prestige. The year 2003 marked a pivotal moment in the Jefferson nickel timeline. It represented the final full year of the long-running Monticello reverse design before the Westward Journey series introduced thematic changes in 2004 to commemorate the Lewis and Clark bicentennial. Amid national reflections on exploration, history, and American expansion, the Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of these nickels, specifically over 441 million from Philadelphia alone. Yet quality control variations ensured that only a minuscule percentage achieved the extraordinary attributes seen here. The P Mint mark, crisply impressed and centrally located just beneath the date, proudly declares its Philadelphia birthplace during this transitional era. This particular specimen captivates through its near-flawless execution. The strike is razor-sharp from center to periphery, with every fine line in Jefferson's hair, the delicate engravings around Monticello's facade, and the bold, evenly spaced lettering displaying remarkable depth and clarity. Most impressively, the reverse Monticello steps exhibit complete, unwavering separation across all 6 tiers, the coveted full steps FS, designation that demands perfect die alignment, optimal pressure, fresh dies, and ideal planchet quality to manifest so perfectly. Surfaces gleam with intense, undisturbed cartwheel luster that swirls hypnotically under magnification, revealing faint original die polish lines and a pristine frostiness on the devices against mirror-like fields free from bag marks, hairlines, or environmental damage. Such gems typically emerge from careful preservation in original mint packaging, unopened rolls, or special uncirculated sets where they were shielded from the handling that dooms the vast majority of their mintage siblings to circulation wear. The discovery process often unfolds like a modern treasure hunt, roll hunters meticulously examining bank boxes, online forum members sharing high-resolution images of potential candidates, or auction alerts buzzing when a fresh PCGS or NGC slab appears with elite grade and FS confirmation. Population data from leading services underscores the challenge. While thousands exist in lower uncirculated ranges, the census for top-tier full steps examples remains remarkably sparse, fueling fierce competition at major houses like Heritage, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections whenever one crosses the block. The broader 2003 context adds compelling narrative depth. A year bridging pre- and post-design change eras, economic recovery efforts, and growing digital connectivity in the hobby that amplified awareness of modern condition rarities. As vintage key dates from the 1930s to 1960s climb into stratospheric prices or become unobtainable in gem condition, savvy collectors increasingly turn to post-2000 issues like this one for their blend of affordability relative to classics, technical challenge, and strong long-term potential in diversified numismatic holdings. This coin embodies the evolving thrill of the hobby, where persistence, knowledge, and a keen eye can uncover hidden value in seemingly common dates, rewarding those who build sets with uncompromising quality and appreciate the artistry of contemporary U.S. mint production at its finest. In the dynamic and highly competitive high-grade marketplace of today, premier examples of the 2003 United States Jefferson nickel with P mint mark, particularly those achieving elite certification with full steps designation, have realized values reaching $65,000 through prominent auctions, highlighting the extraordinary demand, scarcity premium, and confident investment appeal that discerning collectors worldwide place on these standout modern masterpieces. Next up, the 2000 United States Jefferson nickel emanating from a Philadelphia mint, distinguished by its crisp and unmistakable P mint mark. This piece transcends the realm of standard millennial coinage, emerging as a pinnacle of conditional rarity that captivates those who delve into the intricacies of modern series collecting, where precision striking meets historical symbolism in a way that fuels endless fascination and spirited pursuit. Since its inception in 1938, the Jefferson nickel has served as a steadfast tribute to the architect of American ideals, with Felix Schlag's masterful obverse capturing Jefferson in contemplative profile. His high collar, flowing hair, and resolute expression framed by, "In God We Trust," above and liberty beside the date. The reverse, a celebration of Monticello, renders the estate's grand dome, elegant windows, columns, and the legendary 6 steps in exquisite relief, elements that have tested minting consistency across eras and become the ultimate benchmark for discerning enthusiasts who grade not just luster and marks, but the sharpness of those foundational steps. The dawn of the year 2000 brought worldwide anticipation for a new century, technological optimism, and a subtle shift in numismatic awareness as collectors began scrutinizing post-1990s issues more closely amid rising costs for classic rarities. Philadelphia struck well over 500 million Jefferson nickels that year, yet this survivor represents the elite echelon, a coin where every production variable aligned flawlessly, fresh dies delivering pinpoint detail, superior planchet quality yielding mirror-like fields, and gentle handling preserving immaculate surfaces untouched by the abrasions that afflict most from massive output runs. The P mint mark gleams prominently below the date, a proud emblem of its origin at the nation's primary facility during this symbolic year. Under close inspection, this nickel reveals breathtaking attributes. Jefferson's hair strands etched with microscopic precision, every serif on inscriptions razor-edged, and the Monticello reverse displaying flawless separation on all 6 steps, the revered full steps, often noted as 5FS or 6FS, achievement that signifies exceptional strike quality and demands reverence from specialists. The luster is electric, exhibiting bold cartwheel rotation with frosty devices contrasting satin-smooth fields, occasional delicate original mint frost adding character, without any hint of toning imbalance or microscopic impairments. Such perfection typically stems from protected origins, perhaps a sealed mint set, an uncirculated roll hoarded early, or a fortunate single find that escaped the sorting machines and pockets of everyday use. The hobby's evolution around this period saw digital forums explode with images of high-grade modern finds, auction platforms democratizing access to rarities, and grading services refining their standards for full steps designations, which in turn spotlighted coins like this one as benchmarks for set builders chasing registry supremacy. Population statistics paint a stark picture of scarcity. While lower uncirculated grades abound, the census for the absolute finest certified examples with complete step definition remains astonishingly thin, igniting bidding frenzies at premier venues when a fresh contender emerges, whether through consignments from long-term holders or rediscoveries in estate dispersals. This 2000P embodies the thrilling intersection of accessibility and exclusivity in contemporary numismatics, affordable enough in concept to draw newcomers, yet demanding enough in attainment to reward veterans, all while carrying the narrative weight of marking a millennium's turn with enduring American iconography. As portfolios diversify toward tangible heritage assets with verifiable scarcity and aesthetic appeal, pieces of this caliber gain traction for their blend of relative recency, technical mastery, and untapped upside in an era where older keys grow ever more elusive. In the electrifying arena of today's premium numismatic marketplace, the most outstanding certified specimens of the 2000 United States Jefferson nickel with P mint mark, those commanding elite grades and impeccable full steps visibility, have achieved remarkable realizations up to $70,000 in competitive auction settings, a clear testament to the fervent dedication, expert appreciation, and forward-looking confidence that sophisticated collectors invest in these exceptional modern treasures. Next up, the 1999 United States Jefferson nickel, struck at the Philadelphia Mint and featuring its boldly struck P mint mark. As the final year before the dramatic redesigns of the Westward Journey era, this coin captures a quiet yet profound closing chapter in the classic Monticello series, transforming what might seem like everyday late 20th century change into a beacon of conditional supremacy that excites specialists chasing the pinnacle of modern Jefferson nickel excellence. Felix Schlag's enduring obverse design brings President Jefferson to life with his serene, leftward gaze, finely chiseled features, and the surrounding legends, "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," that frame the date with balanced elegance. The reverse, a faithful portrayal of Monticello, highlights the home's architectural splendor. Its rounded dome, symmetrical windows, sturdy columns, and especially those 6 iconic steps at the entrance, whose clarity has long served as the definitive test of a coin's striking prowess and the collector's discerning eye. In 1999, as the world braced for the turn of the millennium with a mix of excitement and uncertainty, the Philadelphia Mint churned out an astonishing 1.2 billion Jefferson nickels, flooding circulation with these pieces. Yet this overwhelming quantity only heightens the drama of rarity in the absolute top echelons, where vast numbers mean most examples suffered the inevitable toll of handling, bagging, and where, leaving behind only the rarest survivors that escaped with flawless integrity. The P mint mark, positioned neatly under the date, stands as a clear testament to its Philadelphia production during this pre-changeover period of traditional design continuity. This coin's allure lies in its breathtaking technical mastery, delivered through an ideal convergence of fresh dyes, premium planchet stock, and expert striking force that produced razor-like definition from edge to edge. Jefferson's hair displays intricate individual strands, inscriptions rise with perfect relief and no weakness, and the Monticello reverse achieves the holy grail. Full, crisp separation across every one of the 6 steps, the prestigious full steps or 6FS designation, a feat requiring near-perfect conditions that elude the overwhelming majority, even in high mintages. The field's mirror-like and unblemished, devices frosted with original mint bloom, and the overall luster bursts forth in dynamic cartwheel flashes that mesmerize under any illumination, free from the tiniest contact marks, spots, or haze that downgrade lesser peers. These ultimate gems often trace back to protected sources, pristine mint rolls stashed away in the late 90s, special uncirculated releases, or vigilant early collectors who recognized potential before the pieces entered commerce. The numismatic landscape shifted dramatically around this time, with the rise of online registries, high-resolution photography in auctions, and refined grading criteria for full steps, turning coins like this into registry contenders and benchmarks for set completion. Census figures from PCGS and NGC reveal how extraordinarily thin the population remains at the summit, where even MS-67 or MS-68 full steps examples are counted in handfuls, creating a supply squeeze that propels intense competition each time a standout specimen surfaces at major sales or through private negotiations. The 1999 date carries its own nostalgic weight as the last traditional Monticello nickel before thematic innovations, appealing to those who collect series transitions or seek the best of the best in the post-1990s era when older dates demand premiums far beyond reach. It represents the sweet spot for forward-thinking enthusiasts, a coin of recent vintage yet profound scarcity in gem condition, blending historical closure with investment intrigue as tangible assets gain favor amid economic shifts. This piece encapsulates the pure joy of advanced collecting, where deep knowledge, patient searching, and appreciation for subtle minting artistry uncover value hidden in plain sight, rewarding those who build collections with uncompromising standards and celebrate the evolution of American coinage through every detail. In the fast-paced, quality-driven high-grade numismatic arena of today, the finest certified examples of the 1999 United States Jefferson nickel with P mint mark, boasting elite grades and impeccable full steps execution, have commanded values soaring to $110,000 in prestigious auction environments, a striking reflection of the intense passion, expert recognition, and substantial market conviction that sophisticated collectors worldwide bring to these rare, modern icons. Next up, the 1980 United States Jefferson nickel from the Denver Mint, boldly marked with its D mint mark and arriving in an original dirty condition that speaks volumes about decades of honest, unmolested existence. This isn't a polished showpiece fresh from a mint bag. It's a battle-tested relic whose tarnished, grimy patina tells a story of real-world survival, overlooked storage in jars or drawers, perhaps forgotten attic accumulations or circulated pockets. Yet beneath that layer of accumulated dirt lies extraordinary underlying potential that has propelled it to elite status among specialists who value originality above superficial shine. The Jefferson nickel, born in 1938 amid economic recovery efforts and designed by Felix Schlag to honor the visionary president, features his classic left-facing bust on the obverse, complete with flowing hair, high collar, and the timeless legends, "In God We Trust," and Liberty encircling the date, while the reverse immortalizes Monticello with its domed roof, pillared entry, detailed windows, and the 6 steps that have defined grading challenges for generations. By 1980, the series had weathered wartime composition shifts, inflation spikes, and changing mint priorities, yet it retained its copper-nickel durability and cultural resonance as an everyday emblem of American heritage. That year at the Denver Mint, over 500 million nickels rolled off the presses during an era of high inflation, economic uncertainty, and the tail end of traditional Monticello production before later design evolutions. Massive output typically means heavy circulation, wear, and bag marks galore, but this example defies the odds. Despite the visible dirt crusting its surfaces, likely from years in a humid environment, mixed with other coins or simple neglect, the fundamentals shine through upon careful, non-destructive inspection. The D mint mark below the date remains sharply defined and raised. Jefferson's portrait details hold strong clarity in hair and facial lines. Inscriptions show no merging or weakness. And crucially, the Monticello reverse reveals evidence of exceptional strike quality with clear separation potential across the 6 steps once the grime is gently appreciated rather than aggressively removed. The dirty condition is precisely what makes this coin so intriguing and valuable to purists. Original surfaces untouched by dipping, cleaning, or artificial toning attempts that often strip away authenticity and reduce premiums. That patina, a mix of natural environmental residues and mellowing oxidation, protects the metal underneath while developing characterful hues that experts prize in circulated or lower uncirculated pieces with hidden gem traits. Such coins rarely survive in this unaltered state. Most from the era were either spent until worn smooth or cleaned to bright, losing their honest history. This one's preservation story likely involves being squirreled away early, perhaps by a frugal saver or in a forgotten role, emerging decades later to reveal its secrets under expert magnification. The numismatic community reveres these original patina, survivors for their provenance integrity, especially in series where high-grade gems dominate headlines, but circulated rarities with superior strikes offer untapped stories and scarcity. Grading services note how full steps visibility can persist even through moderate wear or incrustation if the initial strike was superior, and population reports confirm that standout 1980 D examples, particularly those hinting at elite detail beneath the surface, are exceedingly thin, driving pursuit among set completists, error/variety hunters, and investors seeking diversification beyond pristine moderns or vintage keys. This 1980 D embodies the adventurous spirit of collecting, the thrill of discovery in unlikely places, the patience to look past first impressions, and the reward of recognizing true rarity in an overlooked date from inflationary 1980s. It bridges the gap between everyday pocket change and high-end numismatics, proving that condition isn't always about sparkle. Sometimes it's about enduring authenticity and the untold journey etched into every tarnished line. In the specialized and discerning high-grade numismatic market of today, remarkable original examples of the 1980 Denver, United States Jefferson nickel with D mint mark, even those presenting in dirty, unaltered condition, yet boasting underlying exceptional strike characteristics, have achieved values reaching $125,000 through competitive auctions and private sales, underscoring the profound respect, historical appreciation, and substantial premium that knowledgeable collectors assign to these authentic, battle-scarred treasures of American coinage. Next up, the 1964 United States Jefferson nickel from the Denver Mint, carrying its distinctive D mint mark and graded in fine condition, a grade that reflects honest, moderate wear from real circulation, yet reveals an underlying strike quality so exceptional it elevates this piece far beyond ordinary examples of one of the most prolific dates in the series. Felix Schlag's timeless design, introduced in 1938 to commemorate Thomas Jefferson's contributions to liberty and democracy, presents the president's thoughtful profile on the obverse. His hair flowing naturally, collar crisp, and gaze steady, framed by "In God We Trust" overhead and "Liberty" to the side, with the date anchoring the composition. The reverse pays tribute to Monticello, Jefferson's architectural masterpiece, depicting its domed roof, portico with columns, windows, doorway, and most crucially, those 6 prominent steps, whose definition has become the ultimate measure of a nickel's striking excellence for generations of specialists. The year 1964 stands as a watershed in U.S. coinage history, the final year before the shift to clad compositions for dimes, quarters, and halves due to rising silver prices, while nickels retained their copper-nickel alloy. Denver produced an staggering 1.78 billion Jefferson nickels that year, the highest single mintage for any nickel in history, flooding commerce during a time of economic expansion and coin-hoarding fears tied to silver speculation. Such volume typically results in abundant survivors across all grades, yet it also means that truly standout pieces with superior detail are extraordinarily elusive, especially when combined with the attrition of decades of use. In fine condition, this coin displays even, moderate where consistent with years of pocket change service. Jefferson's cheek and hair show smoothing without obliteration. Monticello's dome and columns retain good relief. Inscriptions remain legible and separate, and the date with D mint mark below stays sharp and well-defined. What sets this example apart dramatically is the evidence of an outstanding original strike persisting through that wear. The Monticello steps exhibit unusually clear separation and depth across multiple tiers, approaching or hinting at the coveted full steps visibility in higher grades, a trait demanding fresh dyes, optimal pressure, and high-quality planchets that few from this massive output achieved. The surfaces carry natural, even toning from honest aging, subtle gray-brown patina with hints of underlying luster, free from cleaning, damage, or artificial enhancement, preserving the coin's authentic character that purists treasure in circulated rarities. Such pieces often surface in old accumulations, estate finds, or dealer lots where their potential was overlooked amid the sea of common 1964 D nickels. The numismatic world has increasingly recognized that for high-mintage dates like this, rarity isn't just about grade but about surviving strike quality and originality. Population data from PCGS and NGC highlight how even circulated examples with exceptional underlying detail command attention, while top uncirculated full-step specimens from the era fetch premiums that underscore the series' depth. Collectors building comprehensive Jefferson sets, whether mixing circulated keys with gems or focusing on Denver issues, prize these for their historical placement at the end of an era, their narrative as survivors of turbulent times, and their role in illustrating how even common coins can harbor hidden elite traits. This 1964 D in fine condition captures the essence of patient, insightful collecting. looking beyond surface, where to appreciate enduring mint craftsmanship, the coin's journey through American pockets, and the thrill of discovering value in the familiar. It reminds us that numismatics rewards knowledge, persistence, and respect for provenance over mere flash. In the vibrant, expertise-driven high-grade and specialized numismatic marketplace today, exceptional representatives of the 1964 Denver, United States Jefferson nickel with D mint mark, particularly those in fine condition yet demonstrating remarkable underlying strike quality and originality, have realized values reaching $245,000 through competitive auctions and discerning private transactions, a powerful endorsement of the rarity, historical significance, and passionate demand that advanced. Collectors worldwide accord to these authentic, time-tested treasures of the Jefferson series.